Okay, welcome back. Last time we made our way through St. Hermel, and now it had become a dungeon, and we finally got Reiji to join the party. So we now have a full party, and the school is back to normal. However, after we helped Yosuke, he said we should go and talk to someone in the library on the 3rd floor, which is over here. So let's see what they have to say. That is also certainly a door. Interesting. So you're the newcomers. Yosuke told me about you. It seems you're having a unique experience. I'm rather jealous. So this is once again Tsutomu Kurori, who was supposed to be an occult obsessive with dodgy information, but... Are you really Tsutomu? Dude, he's talking like a normal person. Then for me on the other side must be an odd duck indeed. I'd like to meet him. And everyone's just like, what do you know? Then visitors, let us get down to business. We heard you're investigating the two worlds. What are your thoughts thus far? The things in this world seem to be unrelated, but they're all connected by the strings of fate. The same holds true for the black door that has suddenly appeared. Only those who can draw on that strength may learn the truth. Unfortunately, that does not seem to be my rule. Our coming here was inevitable, which means it's on us to solve everything. I don't know who spun the thread, but that's a very helpful way to think of it. Now, name this man you pursue who holds the string's end. Takahisa Kandori. Exactly the name I expected. In truth, I knew beforehand that these events would occur, thanks to the prophecy of a certain monkey-suited gentleman at the shrine. Monkey-suited? There's nothing gentle about monkeys, though. Will someone shut this dumb ape up? Look who's talking, bib boy. It's like... I mean, that's based entirely on their hat and their scarves. Well, their hat and their scarf. What a bunch of children. Honestly, I'm with Reiji on this one. Hey, Tsutomu, this guy, did he wear a mask? Yes, he said his name was Philemon, but should we do something about them? Oh, it's fine, just ignore them, they're always like that. Now yeah, let's try a look at the Elia Shrine. I've met that man before too, maybe he knows where Kandori is. The Elia Shrine is right where it was in our world. Find a way home, and if you happen to see Chisato, save her for me. Damn it, I'll settle this, just you wait. For heaven's sake, thanks to this idiot, I forgot what I was going to ask. With your stamina, I'm sure you'll be fine no matter what you face. Though you're a rather unruly crowd. Fair. This door, I don't like the way it feels. Can we examine the door? You can hear an eerie beating from the other side of the door. You're curious too, I see. This door has appeared during the incident last month. I've tried everything, but it won't budge. Though if the threads of fate lead there, even this door must open. And I accidentally just wandered into it again. So let's hear what Reiji has to say. I told you to leave me alone. So, Reiji is not someone who really wants to ever talk to us. Also, I forget which is which, but one of these is the student council room. And basically there's a little bit of throwaway dialogue where it's like, hey, the current student council president really wants to be like Yamaoka, who used to be a student council president at some point in the past. This is so weird. I know their faces, but they're not quite the same. Anything to say, Reiji? I got no business at school. I just want to hurry and kill that bastard. Fair. School troubles have been settled for now, but, well, the town's probably pretty different from your town, too. Okay, off we go. So, let's leave St. Hermel and immediately get into a fight, because of course we would. Now. Oh, yeah, right, I have Tarunda and everything. Basically, oh, yeah, right, I need to switch that back, I think. I need to switch that back, because that could be a little bit of a problem. Well, less of a problem, more of a general pain if I don't. Because I did give Maki a new persona in the form of Janus. However, it has a very high SP cost, especially for this early in the game, so it's probably not exactly a good idea for me to use it very much. Also, I think I should probably look at doing something about a new weapon for Reiji, because he just isn't hitting anything. Which, obviously, isn't exactly an ideal situation for me to find myself in, because I would quite like to be able to, you know, do some damage with my party members. And of course, all those enemies are perfectly spaced out for Nanjo and not be able to hit multiple of them. However, honestly, Megiddo will probably just blast them all anyway. And of course, as I say that, Of course, as I say that, Masao gets charmed and won't actually do anything. Okay, that... Okay, you know what? That says the charm status was in effect. I think that was just what Masao wanted to do anyway. Like, honestly, charm effect or not, he really did just attack him like that, huh? Oh well, either way, we'll get through this fight without too much hassle. Air does good damage and just seems to kill him in one hit. And we learned quicker. I have no idea what that does. So we'll be able to figure that one out in just a moment. Okay, so we're now at the Himeno Mansion. Also, let's quickly just patch everyone else up. What was it? Quicker. Gives counter status. Okay, that could be interesting. So if we go over here, we can see something completely different. Oh, what do you want? Did you come to longingly examine our valuables? I'm afraid they're not accessible to the public, so they're not stolen, you see. So this is Yuko Himeno. You knew her as a kind girl working part-time to support her family, but why would we care about that stuff? What, you think we're thieves? Is that how it came across? I didn't mean that at all. It sounds as though you have an inferiority complex, though. So this is very different. I'll be waiting outside. Yuko, that's so rude. Apologize to them. But Maki, you're my friend. These people are just... Sheesh, Yuko, oh well. Come on everyone, let's go. So evidently in this side, Yuko, so whatchamacallit, Maki's friend, is significantly better off than she is in the regular world. And I am probably just going to do regular attacks this turn. Because realistically, as long as I get rid of the Lilims, I'm probably okay. So what I should actually do is have Nanjo go for Eternal White on the back line. Because that way, he'll probably be able to just wipe out the entire back line. Well, not wipe them out, but at least do decent damage to them all. Actually, he might wipe them all out, you know, next turn. Okay, you know what, never mind, because some of them just resisted the hit regardless. Either way, bam, there goes that. Twin Slash, it gets blocked, actually. Okay, now that should not quite finish them off, but I have gun damage, and that should finish them off. Hang on, wait, where do I... Okay, I know I need to go to the shrine. But first, let's go over here, because if you recall correctly, this lady was basically... her and Yuko have basically flipped houses. What do you kids want? You're not debt collectors, are you? Because there's no money here. Those ruins I was counting on didn't have any treasure, so there goes my business. Katsue Kaneda. So this is Katsue Kaneda. She should have been rich and living in an opulent mansion, but... Business? What sort of business were you conducting in the ruins? Sheesh, Nanjo, Kaneda's a ruin raider. Ruin raiding? No one actually does that. You're not a kid, Maki, so cut it out with that stuff. But that's what everyone says. Hey, that reminds me. There's a rumor about how that old lady got so rich. About a year back, people were saying it was because she went around raiding ruins. You believe that stuff, Maki? But then again, you are different, Maki. Will you shut your yap? If you ain't got no business with me, scram. Okay, fair. So let's quickly head on over to the shrine, which is where we need to be. Because apparently Philemon should be here. No one's here. Did Tsutomu pull a fast one on us? But this world's Tsutomu seems reliable. What's that? A gold butterfly, which means Philemon is about to deliver some exposition. Say, Masao, isn't that butterfly? Could this be one of his traps? One false move and I'll catch it and I'll crush it. No. I feel faint. Okay, so we're gonna get another Philemon cutscene, no doubt.
How are you, friends? Just as you thought, this world is a counterfeit of your own. It is this world where Kandori's ambitions lie. If you pursue him, you will eventually discover the nature of this world and how to return to your home world. Kandori has made his fortress on the east side of town, where he is searching for something. Should it fall into his hands, there will be no tomorrow for either world. You must stop Kandori. The first step is to use the subway terminal to reach the east side of town. But the gate has a guardian. Look for the Expel Mirror.
Fortunately, I remember where the Expel Mirror is. Kandori, so the bastard's here. Saves us the trouble of looking for him. He said there's a demon in the subway and this, Expel... The Expel Mirror. He said if we have it, we can cross to the east side. Kandori evidently wasn't satisfied in simply overtaking our town, but I'll teach him that his brand of greed will be his ruin. But I've never even heard of this Expel Mirror before. I feel as though I've heard that name somewhere. What do you think, Naria? Let's see what everyone has to say. The wall dividing this town is new. We used to be able to go across town. I know that I've heard of the mirror before, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Why don't you think for yourself instead of relying on others? Expel sounds like a pretty old-timey name for it. So, basically, what we need to do now is... I'm actually going to quickly run on over to Yin and Yang and just double-check on a thing. Because I don't know where I can buy new weapons and armor and stuff. Like, I know I have Rosa Candida in, like, the Sun Mall. Oh, but I think I need to get new weapons for people, because I think... Well, obviously, you know, eventually we're going to reach an issue point with it. So I would quite like to just get ahead of it and just get stronger guns for people. Okay, Gandharva goes down, and now Eternal White, and now we should be able to finish these off. On the plus side, we seem to be very resistant to ice, so ice is no longer going to be a problem thing for me. And I don't remember if the next boss has ice moves. Something tells me it does, but I don't think they do. I don't know why. No matter how many times I come here, I never get used to it. It's so weird being asked, what weapon would you like, with a smile. That's a fair statement, to be honest. The girl in the white clothes must be Little Mai. That beautiful patch of flowers is a forest all of a sudden. Is there a tree planting campaign on? There was a girl who used to play in that flower patch all the time. I wonder what she's been up to since this place turned into a forest. Huh? Black clothes? No, she was a cute little girl in white. The weapons here are strictly for dealing with demons. No wonder the police aren't needed. But what is this store? All these magazines are a year old. Okay, so let's see what we can buy. Because I imagine I can probably get some form of improvement in my weapons and armor here. Well, at least my weapons. Okay, so... can I compare what I currently have? I think the Hydrojet is an improvement. Okay, that's... M16A2 hits 2 to 4 times, 12 and 9. Okay, so that is a drastic increase. This is better than what... is it? 15, 18? Yeah, 25, 31. That is a significant increase. That is also stronger, and I assume this should also be better than what Maki currently has. Yes, it is. So everyone now has new guns, and let's buy 5 rounds of flashbangs as well, just to be a bit certain with those. And now everyone has new guns to equip. So I will also need to quickly switch this right back over to the Afame knife. And realistically, I probably should have focused on getting better armor for people as opposed to better guns. But hey, that is something for future me to worry about. Fortunately, I don't think I need to worry about this one bit just yet. Also, actually, I think Rosa Candida should be open now, right? It is. Fantastic. My mom has the worst fashion sense. Last time she went shopping, she got me a t-shirt with this huge airbrushed wolf on it. Where in the world does she find this stuff? Oh, not that I'm worried about my mom or anything. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a crap what I wear. Can we hurry this up? Fair. I'm not picky, but if they have any armor with number 1 markings, probably not. Never mind. I don't get that lady. She says she's nervous when things are too nice. I think it's wonderful when things are nice every day, don't you think? And what does this lady have to say? I'm lucky to live in a town this amazing, but when things get too amazing, it makes people nervous. You start wondering if it's all a dream, if it'll end when you wake up. Okay, so, what can we quickly buy in here without, running out of money, because I still need to, buy stuff and upgrade throughout the game. Okay. Okay, I'll buy one of all of these for Maki, I think. And then I suppose... okay, I'll buy all of those to upgrade Maki's stuff. And I think, honestly, I'll just leave it. I'll leave with the boys' honor situation as it currently is, and I'll just improve Maki's defenses, because realistically, she can probably handle anything. Like, Maki Sanamura can probably handle anything the game's gonna throw at her. However, I am gonna quickly switch her back to using Maso, just so she can get back a fair bit of her SP. Although, I could just go to the doctor's office now and just pay like 800. I can pay like 800 yen and get all of my SP back. So that might be the play. Also, I can just go for rapid fire from here, and that'll do a ton of damage. Then Eternal White should hit 3, and Megiddo honestly will just finish off the rest regardless, I think. To be totally honest, I think Megiddo would probably just one-shot them all anyway. Also, I do like the little detail of how everyone's guns appear a little bit different. Fortunately, yeah, Megiddo, as mentioned in the snow... Okay, this is actually where I want to go. So this is how much? It's gonna be like 800... 1,500 yen, honestly. Honestly, yeah, for the sake of Nanjo, not for Nanjo, for Reiji and Maki, just for their SP costs, I think that's worth it. And if it's not, well, I'll get that back in like 2 fights. It wouldn't be that much of a problem. So, let's quickly, helps if I go the right way and don't get stuck on the map going the wrong way. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm fighting these things. Nizrock, Hanya. I can negotiate with Hanya because I remember how to. Like, I remember what its negotiation tactic is. But let's quickly just get rid of all these enemies, I suppose. And honestly, Megiddo will probably just blast all of them. I do like the little detail of how everyone's gun looks a bit different, though. Because if I shoot with Nanjo, I think his gun will still look like a classic kind of sniper rifle. Whereas Reiji's one looks a lot more kind of modern military, I suppose. I say modern, it's like this game did come out in 1996, so maybe that's not the term for it. But I do like the little detail of how everyone's looks a little bit different. Okay, so let's head on into the Historical Society, because this is where the Expel Mirror is, if I recall correctly. Looks like there's only one thing to do. Let's find this Expel Mirror. That's right, the Expel Mirror was on display here. The Expel Mirror is here, right? But that suspicious dude again. Well, it seems to be this. Here it is. This must be the Expel Mirror. Huh? What the? Don't take this. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. What? What was that? It looked like a little girl's face, but she was saying not to take this. Did she mean the Expel Mirror? Who gives a damn? We gotta have it or else. That face just now, it looked like Mai. And... okay, that isn't a cutscene. Fantastic. Yeah, now, yeah. We can fight the monster in the subway once we have this, right? So now we have the Expel Mirror. And we can just leave. Like, I think if I try... what's the matter now, yeah? Do you have any business at the Historical Society? No, I was just seeing if I could go back in. I didn't want to go in here, though. Okay, so, no. I will say, navigating on this map is somehow... I don't know how I'm suddenly having so much issue... that's not the word. How I'm suddenly having so much difficulty navigating a map that I've played in a game I've played through multiple times before. Either way, Megiddo will probably just annihilate all of these enemies. So, yeah, this fight will probably not last 2 turns. Unless... oh, that's bad, actually. Okay, they block Megiddo. This fight actually will take a couple of turns. But they will now move forward directly into attack range. Fantastic. Also, 10 out of 10, Reiji actually landed a physical hit. Unprecedented. Like, actually unprecedented. Fortunately, I do remember a couple of the personas I got at the end of the Snow Queen quest. A couple of them turn into super good late game weapons for Reiji. So they will be things I will be keeping late game. Okay, rapid fire does a fair bit. Megiddo. I should have stopped that. I knew that would happen and I just let it happen. On the plus side, okay, Crimson Sublimation doesn't do much. So let's just do regular attacks. 10 out of 10. As it turns out, As it turns out, some of these things may just be weak to getting punched in the face. Although, to be fair, I imagine most things are probably at least a little bit weak to getting punched in the face. Like, I know I am. Like, it's something I kind of go out of my way to avoid, you know? I mean, in general, I think it's something that most people are probably going out of their way to avoid. Okay, into the subway we go. So we have been here previously when we met Eriko earlier. However, well, obviously this is not the subway that... Well, it kind of is. But it's, it's technically a different one, but realistically it's the same one. And we're just gonna blast through all of these enemies in probably a single turn, unless they reflect magic or something. I think Desanga just means I can't change persona. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that does. Phaleg goes up to rank 6. To be honest, Phaleg, I'll be totally real with you, I have Phaleg just as a support. Like, it is entirely here for me to have a support available, because realistically, Mediarama for 12 SP is too good to pass up. And now, let's put a point into luck, agility, and vitality. Okay, I think, if I recall correctly, this area does have a little bit of a... I hazard to call it a puzzle, but it is technically a puzzle, I suppose. Either way, we're just gonna kind of blast through most of this here. And then... yeah, sure, why not? Ahel probably kill one of those Archangels in a single hit. Because, angels are weak to curse, and that will also do kind of damage at the end of the turn, so we should be totally okay now. Is it? No? Okay, didn't quite kill, but guns should do the job from here. However, obviously, Maki is out of range, so she can't actually land a hit. But I guess the spread of that shotgun blast was enough to finish those two Archangels off. Now... I think I'm going the wrong way, to be totally honest. Wait, can I negotiate with this thing? Because this thing looks cool. I think it's too high a level for me to negotiate with, actually. 22, 23, 22, 22, 22. You know what? I'm going to try it anyway, just because I can. What is prestidigitate? Did he just do magic? That didn't... Okay, I'm just testing all of these to see how they work. No, I'm not giving them money, though. And then I just made it mad again. Okay, now I'm gonna get attacked. Okay, all these things seem to have Garula, and that is the happiness status effect. I like the little detail of how it has just a weird little sun to it. Okay, let's try negotiating with these. Does dancing crazy work? No. Taunting it didn't work. Okay, I assumed that maybe since that gave it points towards eagerness, it might have worked. Flattery doesn't work. Pleading with it doesn't work. Lying to it makes it happy. Okay, for some reason, Maki being cringe helped there. If only for a moment. And I'm currently in a not great situation here. Honestly, I'm just gonna... You know what? No. Fog Breath missed, so that's fine. So now we can just Mediarama, then we can just Gentle Wave, and Eternal Light, and then Megiddo, and we should be good to go. Also, I should note, I said I should note, just as a little kind of random aside, Bahel do a fair bit to everyone, I think. But yeah, so pretty much just, in the meantime, between, like, me playing this, because obviously I am, like, miles ahead on all this stuff. I want to get, like, everything out of the way before P3 Reload came out. And, yeah, I definitely got way too far ahead, because this will be coming out at probably, like, start of April, I think. Yeah, I hadn't planned on getting this massively far ahead, it just kind of happened. And that was completely unnecessary. But yeah, before I even did this, I also, like, for some awful reason, decided, yeah, I'll go and do, like, my, first half of the, ranked games for League. 10 I knocked all those out over a couple of days. I did it in, like, 22 games. Because, basically, Basically, the way I will play League now is I will get back to gold, then stop playing again. Because, realistically, well, I got back to gold. As far as I'm concerned, that's me done. Because, I have no real need or intention of, I've long since accepted it's a game where I'm not gonna get to, and it's a game where I have no intention of, getting to a super high level at it, because, there's no want to, play it professionally or anything. Also, that is such an improvement. And it hits twice, that's fantastic. But yeah, it's a game where I have no interest in, wanting to play it professionally or anything. So, I will happily just take my just playing the season normally, getting my games out of the way very quickly, and then just going and playing something else. I have no qualms with that I have no qualms with that, because, realistically, I have no drive to, try to get to Diamond or Challenger or anything. And so, hey, as far as I'm concerned, it's well, I did everything I needed to do to get my free stuff at the end of the season. I will say, though, I have very quickly just kind of looking at it from the other side of the fence, and then periodically playing a couple of games. I will say I do very much appreciate how Smite seems to approach their ranked season. Well, if they just tell you at the start of the season, hey, this is the ranked reward at the end. I think that's fantastic. I love that. As opposed to League, where it's hey, play the entire season. Did you get to gold? Did you get to gold or play enough games? Well, you might get a skin for a character that you play, to this day. I should note, I have been gold consistently since Season 5. I think there's been one victorious skin for a champion I play. There might be two. It's only one or two. If they'd never reworked Graves, it would have been 3, but still. I mean, to be fair, okay. I say if they'd never reworked Graves, but at the same time, I've tragically realized over the years that I'm now at a point I went past where I needed to go. That wasn't great on my part, not gonna lie. Yeah, I accidentally just looped all the way back around. Fantastic. Great. Because I accidentally looped back around to what the other entrance was. But yeah, so basically, I say that, but it's if they'd never reworked Graves, but realistically, it's he's been a different character to the one I liked playing for longer than he was the one that I liked playing. So, that's a sad state of affairs for me, but hey, that's just kind of how it is. Because I quite enjoyed playing him when he was just a regular AD carry character. However, they changed him when... Actually, I think they gave him, his quality of life update and changed him to be the character he is now, which was during the Burning Tides event, and which was when Gangplank got his full-scale rework and Misfortune also got a slight rework. I don't think TF changed all that much. Also, I need to pay attention to where I'm going, because this time I'm not doubling back the wrong way again. So yeah, pretty much just, I'm trying to, just off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember which ones I have. It's I know I missed ones for Jarvan, Janna, Elise, and Morgana. Then I got the one for Sivir. I have the one for Sivir, I have the one for Graves, Aatrox, Orianna, Maokai, Sejuani, I think. I think Lucian has one, and I think Blitzcrank has one. And I think the one for the end of 2023 season was Tryndamere, but I don't know. Either way, I know that there was an Anivia one for the first half of the 2023 season, but I barely played League at all last year, so yeah, I didn't get that one. And also, when I saw that it was one for Anivia, my main thought on it was just okay, cool, I'm not gonna bother, because honestly, Anivia is a character I've never cared for on that game. It's like, cool, I'm glad they exist, but they are not a character I like. Realistically, I'm not exactly a mage player in general. Like the only mages I'll really play are like Vladimir and Karthus, and I guess Kennen counts. So like Vlad, Kennen, and Karthus are like the only ones I really play. But yeah, so pretty much January I have done. So I should note I'm recording this episode at the end of January just to give kind of a scale on how stupidly far ahead of myself I've gotten. Because let's try and negotiate with these things before I continue rambling on this. Will driving at work? No. Will pontificating? No, it will not. Okay, so yeah, basically, I've gotten myself super stupid far ahead of stuff. So I'm recording this at the end. So this episode is being recorded near the end of January, specifically January 24th, and yeah, so this month I have done all of Spyro 3. I'll probably have this entire series finished being recorded by the end of next week, which is when P3 Remake comes out. So then I've also just just as a little side thing, just for fun, I've been replaying Pokemon Sword and Shield. Then on top of that, I've also played a bit of Smite, played my ranked games for League, and I've been playing DBD as well. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of games recently, and I'm also still bad at most of them. So I'll let you be the judge on how well that's going. But hey, this is where we need to be. So this is Yog Sothoth Jr. You hold the Expel Mirror, but you cannot pass until you've defeated me. I knew it was gonna say that. Let's do this, Naria. Now's not the time to bitch and moan. If we don't beat this thing, we'll never get our hands on that bastard. And this is a proper boss. Okay, so this is a Cthulhu monster. I can say that for certain, that this is something tied to the Cthulhu mythos, I think. So let's go for Tarunda. And then let's try Gentle Wave and see how that does. Then we can double Tarunda and just make it super weak. Then we can just hit it for once, and then try quick. Then try that. See how all this goes for turn 1. Okay, it absorbs ice, so now I know not to use that. I'll probably just switch Maki over to Giannis for this fight. It's weak to swords. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. This is not a good time for you to be weak to swords. Actually, maybe it is, because I don't have Rakunda yet, and I don't have Tarukaja. So, I don't think any of my personas have particularly amazingly strong moves either. So, let's try switching over to Giannis and going for Destruction Smash. Actually, no. Nancho can switch back to Aizen Myo. Let's try Toxic Sting, and then Reiji can go for Twin Slash. Basically, my plan with switching Nanjo back over is if I set up Makakaja, I don't know how it works, but I imagine if I boost my magic power, then use a physical attack with the personas, it should do more damage, right? That makes sense to me. And that, okay, it's weak to tech damage. Oh, it's over. It is absolutely over for this man. Oh, Maki can't use Spin Kick because it's just a tiny bit too far away. So let's go for Miracle damage, and then we can set up Makakaja, then go for another Toxic Sting, and then just Twin Slash. And we should just breeze the rest of this fight. Honestly, I don't think it can do a whole lot to me here. Okay, so I did 40 and 15. We did 40 and 15 damage, so let's see if we do more this next turn. Well, that definitely did more. That did a tiny bit more. That did the same amount. Okay, yeah. I guess they won't do more unless I get Tarukaja. However, that Tarunda is going to be a bit of a pain. However, we did just learn Thunder Kick. If nothing else, that does sound kind of funny. Honestly, let's just have Naria just do regular attacks. Maki can go for Magna and see how much that does. Nanjo has set up basically as much as I need him to, so he can do regular attacks as well. Masao can just keep going with Toxic Sting, I suppose. And let's try a regular hit with Reiji and see how much it does. So we got 62, multiple hits. However, Tarundo will continue to be a little bit of a pain. That's it, dead. We won. Easy. Super easy fight. And that was judging from the music, that was a boss. So, I guess we just destroyed it. Okay, let's go. Strength, Dexterity, Agility. And Maki hits level 25. Nanjo hits level 24. Masao hits level 24. And Reiji hits level 23. Because we were a level or two higher than him, I think, when he joined. You who have defeated me. My master would be pleased to see it was... My master would be pleased to see it is you who vanquished me. Now go. Oh, the monster got beat up. What a dumb monster. How could it let them win? Because, once again, this child continues to just turn up and cause problems. Aki, you're here for more mischief, aren't you? Up ahead is where I live. If you go in there, I'll never let you out. We're still going in, you realize. We absolutely must defeat Kandori. I won't let you. If you go in there, I'll trap you inside. You dumb kid, we're not gonna fall for the same trick twice. You better start behaving or we'll really punish you. I'm not dumb. Watch, I came up with a really fun game. You'll fight a cute girl on it, just wait and see. And with that, she disappears. Doing more magic. Oh, also, I guess there isn't any more dialogue there, so... the demon that was here mentioned before its master, did it mean Aki, or... Alright, let's get back topside and look for Kandori. That Aki's so full of herself, I'll give her a good scolding next time. You're not taking the stuff that brat said seriously, are you? Well, I probably shouldn't. But let's quickly get on out of here. And... have I just bamboozled myself? I think I've bamboozled myself into not knowing how to get out of here. I mean, I say that I'm like 8 steps into the area, so maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, let's go and try persuading it. That did not work. It wants a turquoise, and I don't have one. Taunting it works. Let's just taunt it until it gives us a spell card. Fantastic. Thank you. I think that's a wyvern? Yes, it was. Fantastic. Let's go. Now, how do I get out of here? Not this way, by the looks of things. Because evidently there's going to be one way out of here, and then I'm going to have to come back and forth through here a couple of times, I assume. Actually, let's see if I can negotiate with these dark elves as well. Let's try bribing them. That made it happy. Pontificating make it mad. Condescending to it makes it... Okay. Condescension makes it is eagerness to it. Okay. Fantastic. Now here's the thing. I don't know who I'm gonna... Well, I don't know what personas I can realistically get out of these. But hey, it could be worse. And by that I mean, I might end up being able to get something really good out of them. If I can get Yato no Kami as well, that could be very handy. Bribing it didn't work. Pontificating didn't work. Sarcasm made it happy. Condescending it... Being condescending towards it just made it mad. Can we invite that? That'll make it mad. Okay, taunting it made it mad. Persuading it just made it mad. Okay, I guess we're fighting these things. Then I will get out of here. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'll get out of the subway and then I'll finish off today's episode. And realistically, I don't think I need to worry a whole lot about most of these things. Because, honestly, Megiddo will just annihilate them all, as it has done for pretty much the entire game so far. I say that like I've had it for the entire game, but, you know, it is incredibly helpful, and sooner rather than later, I'm gonna get access to Illuyanka, and Illuyanka just annihilates most of the game. Like, it is probably the best thing in the entire game for grinding. Now, let's just do regular attacks, because if I go for gun hits, because I remember if I go for gun attacks, it will reflect those. Also, we've got another Iron Claw for Reiji, but we already had the one, so we don't need another. Now, the question is, am I going the right way? My guess is no, probably not, because I know me, I'm probably always going the wrong way. Like, I feel like I'm really good at going the wrong way. On the plus side, okay, yeah, that should finish them all off. Fantastic. I do like being able to kind of blast through a group of enemies in a single turn, and that was a really weird time for, like, my antivirus to do a pop-up thing and be like, hey, here's a reminder about a thing. It's like, okay, but there's no issues. Tell me later. I mean, realistically, I don't think it knows that. I don't think it knew that that was happening. Also, we are now at the east side of town, and okay, so here's the thing: we're going to go in here, and we are now stuck. We can't leave. An invisible wall blocks your way, forcing you back. So, we do have a healer here. We have access to Rosa Candida. We have a store. We have access to the Velvet Room. We do have access to multiple places, like the Velvet Room is here and everything. However, I'm going to end off today's episode here, and next time, we'll be checking out this black market. So I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment, click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time as we continue on with Persona 1. And I'm going to quickly heal before I forget to. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.